You can see that now Lou is coming over, but it might just be too little, too late. Adam finds the first, and not really a fight we've seen happen a whole lot, but of course, VINCERE in the playing path.
It's really the only spot that's free, that's relatively uncontested, but CERBERUS way out in the open now, using these ridges in the field to get some good damage onto Na'Vi. Alia is already taken down. Haisaki with a great follow-up frag grenade. This could be explosive.
Yep, sure could. They crossed over from the gas station first. It's already found second, found out third as well. As CERBERUS wants more points off of this. They're sat close to Na'Vi on the leaderboard, and now it's just Melman left alive.
Super early for such a sneaky play, but they seem to be making good out of it. It's only Mel up for Na'Vi. Tianba's shots at range did push CERBERUS away. So this could give Na'Vi the opportunity for the revives, but Solozi has a couple more frag grenades with Na'Vi's name on it. Mel still avoiding it. Mel's still up and at him.
And while this fight unfolds, everyone else is... They've got to be flipping their heads now, because this circle could potentially shift into Los Leones come phase 4. We have got unplayable terrain right in the center of it, and I have no way of calling where this one is going to take us. But for now, let's stay with Na'Vi.
That does make this fight more valuable for CERBERUS because they cannot guarantee points elsewhere later on in this game, and Mel just needs to stick these revives. The damage, the bleed out for his teammates. Already lost one, doesn't want to lose any more. And the question is, does CERBERUS push this effort, or do they take this option, this moment to try and rotate around?
Get extra points, try and see what you can find, because as you just said, I mean, it's already now too late to really claim proper real estate on the other side. Example falls. Melman was able to get Alia back up, but with nades now coming in as well, it's only going to be a matter of time. There they fall. Tygan able to rack them up. CERBERUS annihilates Na'Vi.
So they can rotate in. We're watching ACEND now driving past Third Eye. Brex does get the knock on to Adam, and the rest of Third Eye is not in an immediate position to try and respond. Adam does get finished, but does Third Eye stick around for this?
Well, Mika kind of out of his vehicle now, forced to stick around. I think that's going to force the rest of ACEND to stick into this position as well.
Chris.
ACEND came in from the hard north side to this circle, but forced to make the wrap around. Nice off angle on Chris, finds Richie. We'll see if he can get the second off, and Mika, crucial that he got help. And actually Salute from further up towards the northern side now, up close to Los Leones, takes out all this, and there you go. Third Eye, they thought they were being the thorn in the heel, but that thorn was easily plucked. Well, GHIBLI slowly starting to maneuver their vehicles forward, caught up in the field. We'll see if they get the circle towards them or not. No, it's going northwest. Everyone's going to have to make a play here. But for now, it's Luminosity trying to take out GHIBLI. Just 2 up, 2 down. As I believe it's Tosi trying to make his way out of it.
Good follow-up grenades as well. That threat from GHIBLI has been removed. It's only 1 member remaining, Tosi on the run, and Luminosity the holding for now, but as you say, that circle hard shifted northwest, so Luminosity are going to have to move. Soniqs are going to have to move, and HOWL Esports, they can try and hold this crossfire. Apocalypse with the last kill onto GHIBLI, out in 14th place. But CERBERUS continuing to push the effort, push the matter against the Soniqs.
2 top contenders falling early as CERBERUS. Himas goes down. Should be a pretty simple rest. As I say that, oh, it's a molly onto Haisaki. Should be able to dodge move. Had that been an 8, he would have been instantly out.
Oh, that second one, or rather third, almost tags him for the final burn needed. But yes, Haisaki is still up. That does delay the timing for the revive and the potential team fight here. But Luminosity, they're trying to get involved, but Shrimzy is making them pay for it. Snaker's now down. Mind playing around that rock.
They have to take the fights here. They know that getting into the city at this point probably won't be possible, so salvage what you can out here on the northeast side of the circle. See how many kills you can get before you make the inevitable, somewhat suicidal push in towards the center of the circle. Haisaki running in the blue. His entire team is still alive, but nothing he can do but make the run on foot.
I think Haisaki was spotted. That's going to be H-Twin taking him out. Tycon remaining with the Groza in hand, but as you say, out in the blue. Sololzi peeking in from the window, dealing some good damage there. But taking out a 1 HP, Mime is finally able to put a stop to that. It's all into Tiggleton now, up close and personal, trying to take care of this last big threat. At the very least, the rest of the Soniqs are trying to move out from this position, but the timing has been ruined.
Yep, everyone knows that this won't be a winnable game, so get however many points you can coming into the next ones. Tiggleton, Tycon, now the sole players left alive for CERBERUS and Soniqs, trying to see if they can outlast one another.
Last sole players in this position. Soniqs have 2 members that were able to make a break for the circle. However, Shrimzy is already being cut down. Mime as well. So yes, indeed, now it is the final 2 remaining. Tiggleton was left out in the blue, not only to take care of Tycon.
This fight is going to come to an end eventually. No shots connected, but look at the blue, tanking away both of them.
Yeah, neither player really feels comfortable committing to the peak, committing to the fight, because it's not just damage from each other, it's damage from the zone as well. Tiggleton pre-firing out, heard the footsteps, but once again forced to back away and potentially pop a med.
Yep, has first states to work with. His only face falls, you can do it, but Tiger with the gross up close takes him down. Soniqs out in 12.
Coming in from the blue as Cerberus does get eliminated in 11th place. Tycon unable to really heal med out for that much longer. Vegas down to 8, running in through smokes.
Needs help. Alo needs to somehow distract him. He's doing what he can, but Soul from the other side finds him through the smoke. It was only a matter of time, and now Alo's seen over the top. What a huge shot from Schofield.
Good isolation there. Not much that Penta or Alo could do to help Vegas out, though, because of all of that high ground fire. Danawa are still trying to be kings of the castle. Now it's actually going to be Lou there from Twisted Minds with the next point of entry with the shotgun, able to put Crazy down in the dirt. Zhao also goes down. And so again, 4 AM just trying to retreat from this position. They're not finding any success with that. They only have one left standing, and not anymore. 10th place is going to be where 4 AM finish.
What a split from Twisted Minds as well. Only leaving one inside the compound, the other two on the hill, so they can pretty much block off the entire push on up. Huge positioning here, but the mat went unnoticed for a short moment, and that is going to allow for him to take down Batulins. Great shots coming through. Should allow for Schofield to either get the rest or at least get some utility to make the run further forward.
It's going to be incredibly difficult. Spyro with another nice angle, and a follow-up grenade is great.
No rest is going to be possible down there, and with downhill positioning too, I don't think Daytrade could steal those kills even if they wanted to. So for Twisted Minds, they lose Perfectix at the drop, and still almost placement points already and 7 kills confirmed. So huge game for Twisted Minds despite the fact that they took casualties very early on.
Mika right now taking a bit of damage from Tianba, but able to get behind cover. Longscrew, however, does get a knock onto Brex, who was playing that off angle, and so that's the flank position taken care of. Good frag grenades. Longscrew is going to go down a bit too close to the blue. Not a lot of maneuverability to run away from that one. It's all into 77 and to Pow Pow. 77 in for his behalf is rushing forward with the Groza, still dealing damage, but now he is the only one up.
So much utility damage coming through here from ACEND. Chris forced back, but look at Micah, still holds the angle, still has the corner. Good thing for him is that Danawa is looking the opposite direction because he's miles out in the open, and now they see him as he starts shooting Loki. Double headshot connected.
And now 17, as you say, they need to push onto Gen.G before they get backstabbed by the, admittedly wounded ACEND. But PO is going to go down to a Molotov from HOWL base. So that's going to be that first initial position cleared.
See if 17 can make the rab on down with captain of Gen.G taken out of this one. Little Go Suchu. They want to make a play, but they just cannot find the right angle of approach onto this garage.
Just staring at each other. Logo Suju versus Foxy and DG98. They're waiting for the utility to try and break that moment in, and Logos, he just wants to peek, and he just wants to peek. But there's always going to be the threat from the high ground, and it's Chris approaching from the backside. That could be that final, I guess, warning for 17 to try and go big here.
Yeah, they don't know how many people just pulled up in that vehicle. So for them, you can see now making the play off that info as well. Pushing up close, there are smokes there. It's difficult to get eyes on anything now. Little goes with the shot that pushes on in Foxy, though. There to take down the first threat.
Such a great high-low hold for Gen.G in this position, but Taman needs to go activate it, and he's actually going to get cut down. Great hold by Xiaobei. Xiao DD, the shots are all coming on in. 17 annihilate Gen.G. It was a delayed, long-fought fight.
Maybe having him think twice about peeking against Salute, though, is sat here waiting for Chris to peek around. Should be a kill coming through, and no, as I say that, first one doesn't find him, second one does.
Utility coming out, frag grenades coming out, Molotovs coming out, that one looks good. So close for the knock, 7 HP remaining for Poo Chills. Belmoth, Flash, both pushing up into the high ground to try and give some defense, and Flash does strike. First knock, can't quite hit the second.
Had the smokes early, now they're fading. Now the cover is gone for Soul and Salute to work with. They need to peek over this rock. They need to peek over this ridge line if they want to find the kill.
A great double push. Salute and Soul getting separated from each other. Isolated engagements here. Salute is going to deal some damage, pushes Poo Chills away. But Loki has been confirmed, so can't even use their down teammate for information. And Belmont now rushing into an opposite direction. This could be good for Soul, able to deal even more damage to Flash, but again, the knocks just aren't coming. Salute going down, Soul is able to at least trade.
Such a hot area to take proper fights, and especially when you're outnumbered like this. Belmont now able to wrap around, should be out of vision from Soul. Soul down to literally 1 HP. Down below him, so as much as he wants to peek one fight, he has to peek the other. Soul finds Belmont first.
A great first frag, but how does Poo Chills respond? Smoke is going to come out, but it's initial damage, and now the blue coming on in. The timing does not favor Daytrade, and it favors 17 because everyone else is now pushing in when they heard this fight break out. Soul is going for a miracle play at the moment, keeping Danawa alive, pushing through his own smoke, but Poo Chills has the angle.
Nades came from down below, knew that he had to try and make a play, and now the solos galore up against our current first place team. 3 solos versus 17. How, oh how, are they planning on bringing that home? It's going to be difficult for the solos, but we'll see if 17's communication and teamwork can grant them the win here in the first game of the final day.
The Mad behind enemy lines. Or rather, 17 coming in to steal his territory. Just holding a little bit. Small spot of the cave. Puchos is found by Penta. So SDK, that's another point. 2 points with the placement that they guarantee. But now what does the Mad do? It's 1v1v3. The Mad knows this and is now discovered, taken down. Oh, it's actually Penta with yet another kill. So SDK are at least climbing to second. But can Penta do this 1 versus 3? Frag grenade out. It's going to be to the blue. SDK denying a point.
That already against the majority of the teams playing here.
Absolutely. Well, let's see if they can do it. With only 5 games left to play, it's time to head to the grassy pastures. It's game 2 of the grand finals.
Game 2, and it's Cameron Davis and Toby here to take you through this game. 17 just won. It was only a 4-kill win, but it was a win nonetheless, and that is going to further extend 17's lead. But for all the teams chasing, if there's something that they can use as a point of motivation, I suppose it would be the fact that neither day in the grand finals has 17 won the day.
Yeah.
They've never had the most points on that individual day, which means that even though they're first right now, there is room for teams to perform better than them, and for the teams that are chasing them in the top 4, top 5 behind them, they could potentially catch up.
Also, it's wild how we've now seen the polar opposite. You have Luminosity on your screens as well. Thank you so much, Observers. A team that stomped their way through the group stage. All of a sudden now, things not going their way. 17 coming into the group stage. We knew there was going to be hot drops to Soniqs. Soniqs came out victorious. 17 plummets into the losers bracket. Everyone's going, oh, they're definitely the Chinese team we thought were going to make it in. That is not going to make their way into grand finals. All of a sudden, losers bracket comes around. 17 starts playing incredibly well. Petrichor out. New Happy out. I think, honestly, 17 being in that losers bracket might have been the boost they needed in order to go into grand finals. Look Soniqs in the eye, go, you dare come Pachinki Picardo, we'll take the fight to you. And that kind of authority, that kind of momentum they've driven into it from the losers bracket is what they're living off of now.
And they have all the momentum in the world.
Yes, they do.
And, you know, if you're unaware, momentum in a Battle Royale specifically is a lot more about confidence and just knowing you can take those peaks without getting punished. And, you know, when it comes to the actual points on the leaderboard, knowing that you have a bit of a buffer to take the peaks. And even if you do get punished, it's not going to be the end of the world. Whereas if you're a team that's at the bottom that just hits a brick wall after brick wall after brick wall, that's like anti-momentum, where you're just constantly struggling, nothing is working for you, and you lack the confidence to make those plays, which could...
Going for Luminosity now as well. I don't know if they have any vehicles. They don't. Oh, they do have cars, but they don't have weapons. Richie finds 1, finds 2. NA on NA action commences once more. And if things could not get any more... I can't even find the word for it.
Yes, nice. The replay of Na'Vi getting absolutely decimated here by Cerberus. Once again, it was a very, very surprise maneuver this early in the game, especially with the threat of all the high ground teams third-partying. You actually see Tianba start to take some shots a bit later into this. Gen.G, there is a wounded member. There's a wounded member of Gen.G here trying to follow up HOWL. That grenade doesn't quite land over that wall very close, but the Mad is going to find a great angle. Help by Foxy, though. That's going to be shut down by Taemin.
Matt had a chance to shoot initially, didn't go for it. That allows for Foxy to spot him, and now here comes Schofield over the top. Nice off angle by Ruin. Schofield, Ruin finds 1 apiece, and the rest of the Gen.G players not in a position to assist. PO now coming in from one side, DG on the other. There's 1 knock onto HOWL, but not a whole lot more they can do from this. And now, Third Eye, well, here they are, wreaking havoc to many more teams.
Double-digit teams fighting with single-digit teams. And so far, the double digits are coming out on top. Example, another knock from the side of Third Eye. Uba and Mel, the only ones for Na'Vi left standing, trying somehow to save their position here. Example is not going to get revived. Third Eye rotating up and taking Heaven part of Heaven and Hell. And it looks like Na'Vi just trying to get out of here. Though it looks like Apocalypse for HOWL is, you know, expecting the opportunity. Third Eye, Oldless, they are still just wanting to finish Na'Vi. Grenades are coming out. That one backfires. It was cooked so well, but it was put on the wrong table.
Oh, the window bars prove fatal once more as Uber goes down, and now it's just 1 left alive for Na'Vi. Melman on his own does find the first one, down to real low HP though, and here comes Richie. He's going to jump on over, he's going to vault on him, he's going to see him in the middle of first aiding, cancels it, gets him down.
At least he's able to get the information and stops the first aid. Now, spotting that the push does not have the timing to come. However, Oldless is trying to hold that angle. And Vox is going for the revive on to Adam. So Richie B, unfortunately, that information is not going to be usable in the next second. That's actually a frag grenade going back over towards Mel.
Yep, here comes the pull-up from 4AM as well. They were the ones to get the flush on Gen.G earlier, so they know that there's a wounded HOWL team set in this position. Ruin down to low HP, but Xiaohai first one to fall.
They're dealing damage where they can't get the knocks, and the mat is here to put a stop to this from 4AM.
Yep.
Phase 2, hard shift towards the east. A lot of water, and this coastline is now the active play, which is why 4AM is going for this maneuver. 4AM rolling on up. A little bit of damage, but it's going to be Soul on the low ground.
What?
Melvin! Navi!
If there's a time to make something out of nothing, well, just pull up a Saiga and allow for Third Eye to pull in one by one. Third Eye just got schooled on how not to push a shotgun.
If there was a script for this event, for these individual rounds, it has just been lit on fire with the matchstick because nothing is happening as expected. Good grenade going to come out from Soul to get the knock, and then a follow-up from Soniqs puts 2 more down for 4AM. It is all on to HOWL. Smoke's coming out, gonna try and go for the revive, but I'm surprised that frag didn't do that final point of damage.
This is so well set up by Danawa. They leave this building open. They want opposing teams to take this position because they have the 2 overhead compounds available. And this is an issue for Soul as well, because Twisted Minds are actually pulling up on this knock. They caught this split. They saw there was only 1 on the roof, only 2 in the compound. Salute. Well, there's only so many angles he can peek from that, and hey, from Tool is just a little bit short. Won't make it all the way in the window.
Now Salute needs to make a decision. Do you hold? Okay, gonna go for the revive.
Perfect molly.
Such a good molly, though. That's not gonna be enough for Danawa. Timing was perfect for Twisted Minds, and that is going to be it for these high ground players. It's all on to Soul and Soniqs here. Now GHIBLI, but are holding the line, holding the point, and they're in a split, but they're not holding it immediately. Yeah. Backup from GHIBLI is arriving.
Nice angle on the approach here from Tianba. They call the bluff. They see the split from GHIBLI. There's nothing that Toshi and Heaven can do to assist from the other side because of where Tianba approaches from. So at least now they've made landfall, but can they stay alive?
It's a great trade at the very least. They can't get Yumi picked back up, but 7-7 has been knocked, which means Tianba, if they want to go get the revive, they need to commit to the hold now. Heaven with a great angle. That's 2 knocked. And he has a grenade. He knows exactly where Pow Pow is. The grenade goes a bit too far, but the second one is perfect.
Huge that GHIBLI makes the play on over, but look at who pulled up behind them. All of ACEND is coming up to the building they were splitting out of, and all of a sudden now GHIBLI, caught in the crossroads between 2 teams. They have to approach on this. They have to push. And Heaven, sole player to try and make a play on this building now.
Grenades lobbed back and forth between Longsker and Glass. And Longsker is going to reign supreme in that one and potentially timing to go for a revive. Heaven with a grenade, more frags at the ready. There are a lot of windows to bank them through. He takes a bit of damage in return and going to try and confirm that kill. Longsker with the underhand. This one also, again, does not bank far enough, but he has the peak. That's GHIBLI eliminated in 13th place.
4v2 in favor of Cerberus. Let's see who comes out victorious.
Soul and Soniqs holding the back angle, and Hisaki is going to go down. That is a great pick for Soniqs here to at least lighten the load. Yeah. It's still a 3 versus 2, and Soniqs needs to take some time to heal on up. The frag grenades are not landing where they need to, and Soul is holding point. A good Molotov to deny the push, while we also watch ACEND discharging dead ahead on the Daytrade.
I don't think ACEND was expecting there to be a full team on this side of the circle, but look at the amount of damage coming through with the utility sent up by ACEND. Kilyakai able to find the first, but so much damage done to the remaining Daytrade players. One more nade should be able to do it, and that's going to be Mika. Finding the second. Chris now pulls on up with the M24 in hand. Can't find the first one. Spotted from Ruin from afar.
That's suddenly a lot of damage coming out from the Soniqs. They thought they had this, but now they're as wounded as Daytrade are. Danawa are eliminated, as you can see. The circle is going to hard shift towards the east, so that means that this position that ACEND are trying to push is so valuable.
New circle shifts towards the east. They have to make an aggressive play, and that play is going to be towards Soniqs.
There's so much fighting in the kill feed. We're not going to be able to follow along with all of it, but how does Brex get inside the bunker? Belmoth has the opportunity to heal on up, and Kilyakai is on one of his next knocks. Not the first one, so he's going to be bleeding out pretty fast. SDK versus HOWL. Alo is down. Vegas with the continuation of the damage onto HOWL. ACEND are eliminated, and the revive is going to be coming on through. It is all happening at once, again, because there is no space.
Forced to make the wrap around, playing a vehicle and a rock for cover. Not exactly going to be easy, that nade. Tons of damage coming through.
Flood, last one up for Luminosity, is able to at least deal some damage, but goes out before any placement points can be gathered. So that is another 0-point game for Luminosity. Twisted Mind trying to answer back against Cerberus. They took some damage from that grenade, but no knock, and now in the blue, so Lozi is going to go out.
On Third Eye early, now we'll see this push coming through.
Belmont frags at the ready. Unsure how many more he has left, but now his position has been recognized. Mime with the shots, Mime with the angles, and Belmont is making him work for it. Cannot get that last point of damage, but the grenade is there from Shrimzy, and now Mime can get revived.
Vegas gonna see the entirety of Twisted Minds in just a second, trying to make their way down this hill in the US.
17 now on the push towards the Soniqs is the best option for them to do so, and what a good grenade. Xiaowu with the follow-up knock onto Shrimzy too. It is all down to Mime. 1 versus 4 in the blink of an eye.
That is a 100-meter spray as well. Xiaowu was the furthest back player able to take him out, and just like that, Soniqs in trouble. Mime trying to fend off here against 17. They want the win, and they want it early.
STK are pushing out of their compound. They're going to want to at least capitalize on 17 being damaged or at least out of position. Once they take care of Mime, Mime is spotted. They're out in 4th place. The most damage potentially onto Twisted Minds, but they're currently paying attention to 17. It's going to be Perfectix with that first knock and trying to go for the confirm. Logo's taken very low as well. The circle is going to center up dead center. No one is incited, and the fact that 17 have taken these wounds is really, really bad for them, and it's trades across the board, though. STK can't even deal damage to Twisted Minds without Alo going down. And Penta in a vehicle again. They're not going down to the low ground. They're going to go back up with the rest of the team, and they have the best piece of high ground remaining. It's not great, but it's better than any other team. Kurt's shot's not landing, but Lilgos is there to follow on up. But Tulin is confirmed down.
No matter where you sit here, if you're kind of hitting from one angle, you will be exposed to the other. A proper Mexican standoff here, as all these 3 teams want to bring home the second match of the final day here.
Grenade not quite banking in the right angle. More smokes do come out from Twisted Minds, but look at the follow-up vehicle maneuver from SDK Vegas with another knock on Spyro. A follow-up grenade from Kurt.
Huge. SDK hasn't had to use a whole lot of utility early, so they have it now. Now the pushes are coming through, and now the flashes are coming through. They need to make this play. Lou down to low HP.
The mollies aren't hitting, but Purdy has the space. He is pushing on forward. The flash, he gets flashed by his own teammate. And 17 might have the angle, but Penta has a better one.
1 down, 2 down. As I say, the Perfectix finds Pert in all of this, and you have to expect 17 to push off of it.
It's Vegas to make the play for STK right now. Needs to play his life. Wants to wait for S17 to be focused so hard on the rest of the team. But now he's strike. Can't quite get the spray. He hasn't been knocked again, but that is a grenade on Little Ghost with Vegas' name written all over it.
Even if it goes a bit far, it should be enough to get him. As I say that, no damage done. Just a centimeter off, and Vegas off of that, able to get the first hit off.
Just barely, but Vegas is alive, and his presence alone is keeping 17 hiding in the corner. Xiaowu down, Lil goes down, it's all on to Suju. He's able to knock Vegas, but 3 still up for STK, and they take the win in the end. 9 kills. STK survive.
Now Richie B and the others. Oh, we got Cerberus and SDK dusting up in the middle. Tianba in the mix as well. Penta's taken down by Sololzi with a Groza. Stepping in today, having some impact. Lin Shu there almost getting the knock on to Vegas, but it's actually Heaven on the other side of things that's going to do it. Things are really kicking off here. Gen.G out in the open. Might lose Foxy.
Everyone's losing everyone. There's no clean, clear path into this. It's such an open field and play at. There are a couple of dips, but how many of them are going to be safe? Lou taken down very, very low, has to hop back in the vehicle, but Haisaki, more grenades into the field.
All right, this one, if it's on point, could be really devastating. No, it comes up short. So for now, Twisted Minds able to avoid the grenade range of Cerberus. There's a fight brewing between Danawa and 4AM at the bottom right-hand corner. 4AM getting wiped out with their 2 surviving members from Danawa.
The Cerberus are continuing to push onto this, and they are once again dealing the damage. There's a little bit of third party coming in from Tianba, but it is not enough to deter Cerberus from this push. Kickstart also getting involved. Flood also getting involved. Stakers is getting picked up as we speak, so they're going to try and get activated here on this northern edge.
Yeah, certainly LG wants to end the day on a high note and looking to find some damage, find some kills, see if they can recover and get themselves feeling good, at least somewhat decent at the end of the event. We do have Twisted Minds going down to LG there. 17 is going to fall to Na'Vi, so a sigh of relief collectively breathe throughout the rest of the server. With a couple teams surrounding them, Pio's out in the open there. They're going to get the confirm onto Tickleton, Mime, and Win, trying to do what they can.
Foxy with the Molotov at the ready. Knows where H-Twin is, or at least general area. But I think it's going to be on Mime from the blue. The problem is Na'Vi are also pushing on in. But at the very least, this could distract Gen.G and this whole 3-team kerfuffle. I mean, it could be opened up for H-Twin, who already gets the damage on 2 Pio. It's Chris. Na'Vi are out. 10 teams remain. And Cerberus fighting GHIBLI. GHIBLI pushing up from that low ground, separating themselves up from Daytrade.
Oh, Sololzi there just took a step out right into the firing lines of Flood. A grenade in hand is going to take him down. Kickstart going to be on overwatch of this position, going to make it really difficult for Heaven to push over. A grenade splashes some damage into a couple members. Flood going to go down to the blue here as LG pinned to this blue just like GHIBLI. Heaven just making life a living hell right now for Luminosity Gaming. Some grenades are finding the mark there. Heaven's gonna try to prone and go for the spray onto Snakers. Can't really make it connect. Heaven himself in trouble. Glaz able to bail him out, but it's Tycon Cerberus striking from behind, taking down Glaz. Tosi under pressure now from the side. He gets hit by Kickstart. Isaki gonna get knocked by Snakers. This is a mess.
This is a great push from Danawa. The shift went towards the west, and so they're going to come here and try and finish all of these teams to have a clean push on their own, but they are taking casualties themselves. Soul has been knocked and confirmed by Kickstart. Toasty, the last one up for GHIBLI, trying to heal in the smoke, but with the crossfire of the two strong teams of Luminosity and Danawa. Well, Cerberus are eliminated, but how much longer can Tosi stay alive?
Tosi made Danawa's round all of a sudden flip-flop by getting that knock. He's under pressure. He's at almost no health, and he is gone. Snaker's going to finish the job there. Create a barrier as much as he can. Tianba now going to be crashed. What a spray from Longsker. Going to get two with the barrel. And LG trying to make something out of nothing, and Longsker and 7-7 just shut it down.
He had the perfect angle for that arrival. But at the very least, it's a much better game for Luminosity, but we're looking at the top 6 teams remaining. PO is removed for Gen.G, removed by KillYakai, but Vox confirms Brex from ACEND. So this fight is not going down without some damage towards ACEND. But what a molly from DG98. Tianba are just losing space, losing ground. They have 8 kills, but it's all on to Linshu.
Yeah, ACEND here really hit Tianba at a weak time when Longsker was kind of in a bad spot. Here comes some more stuns, trying to back Linshu off, trying to give Gen.G some kind of space, but you still have ACEND overwatching this fight, trying to make sure that no one on this northern corner can get into this next circle. And yeah, it's Chris who's gonna set him down. 2 big kills for ACEND.
Well, it's Chris's job, while the rest of ACEND are trying to push down to the south, but it's Chris gets removed. Suddenly that control in the north is gone. It's over. It's done with. Linshu, potential opportunity for a revive on teammates.
Yeah, you can see KillYakai and Mika here nowhere in the vicinity to help. They're kind of busy still messing with Third Eye, who's got 2 knocks of their own to deal with. They're going to shut the door on these grenades. Great timing on that, expecting those frags to come in, blocking them from doing any further damage to their team. But Mika going to line up for another one. Adam sitting right around this door. A grenade is going to go in, but he jumps to action, and they're going to trade each other. You got to love that. KillYakai here going to come in, either go for the res or go for the point.
Old List trying to find an off angle, spots the body, but is now spotted in return, goes for the finish. But now there's an opportunity for KillYakai to go for the finish onto Adam. Instead, he's going to try and drop inside and take that 1 versus 1. And Danawa, they are pushing on this. They know that this is their opportunity to make the winning maneuver, to play the war of attrition, and even come in from the blue off of this.
Oh, okay, traded knocks there from Oldless, but Salute with the sawed-off, able to get right on top of an Onyx and go for the res.
They might actually think that they've cleared this area and that the final remaining snakes are in the field. It's going to give KillYakai the opportunity, but an Onyx, perfect timing to check behind him.
Out and over on towards Linshu. That one I don't think is going to do much. Yeah, just about 24 damage. Salute confirmed. There goes Onyx. Loki here going to have to heal up, and Linshu just barely surviving. Is this one finally going to finish the job? It does. HOWL, a 2v1 now versus Loki.
They've stuck their way to the end game multiple times before. Can they confirm this one into a win? Good shots coming out. Loki is still making it work with the AUG, but his vest is so damaged, so low.
Good news for Loki is that level 3 helmet is still in decent condition. Few first aids left for him as well. Knows the situation with that, but tree to tree is so dangerous. This tree is so narrow, and it's going to be HOWL. Apocalypse finding the final kill, and it is going to be HOWL taking game number 3 here on the last day of BGS 1. Absolutely. Adam there springs to life, gets one, can't find another. Actually, Oldless, though, going to come in there and help from afar. Snakers, the only one alive. Relo bleeding out. Now, see if Oldless can do any more. Long-range AK spray. Trying to find Snakers there, but Snakers rotates to the backside of the Wizard. Here comes Richie B on the flank with the buggy, looking to try to get the kill onto Snakers. Gonna get that grenade ready. Snakers here had to have heard it, trying to rotate to the other side, trying to do what he can, but it didn't matter. Oldless got it before Richie B even got there.
More damage coming in from Danawa, perhaps another knock on to Richie B, but he's running inside and he's able to get the revive on a lot of lines of sight. It's going to be crazy with the knock on to Taemin, but perhaps H-Wing could be pulling Sonic's attention back this way to make sure that they're not backfilled. But I mean, Gen.G and 4AM, they're just dealing so much damage to each other, though. I say that, it's mostly Gen.G on the receiving end.
Yeah, Taemin, out in the open by that UAS. DG and Foxy scrambling to find some level of safety. They're getting shot at from a couple of different angles. Probably Na'Vi getting involved in this as well. CERBERUS and Danawa scraping it up in the northern end of things. That's neither here nor there. There we go, down in the picture in the bottom right. Some are down. Crazy and Shanghai now. Gonna try to push the hill, see if they can get it done. Foxy with some great sprays, and all of a sudden Trimzy gets involved as well. It's actually Example who got the knocks. So even though Gen.G doesn't get any of these, there might be some points here for Foxy.
He's confirmed one at least. That's 1 point for Gen.G, but this is going to be a very, very difficult revive because of the angle from not just Soniqs, but also Na'Vi. This is such a dangerous hillside to play on, and look at this. It's HOWL. Last one up for 4 a.m. Foxy's calling the rotation. But they're alive for now. 4 a.m. I don't know if the revive is going to be available, but HOWL seems to want to go for it. But they only have a small little rock to play with. The only thing that's really saving them is that Soniqs can only run out so far without getting tagged by Twisted Minds. But GHIBLI here on the south, they're running into Daytrade.
Yeah, that's Flash from out in the blue. It's actually Vegas who gets the knock on it. Vegas gets the flush as well. The drive-by here, grenades being prepped by Poochills and company. Q being down, Toasty and Glass trying to hold the line, but Poochill's up and over, greeting for the flush, and it's going to pay the price. It's Purdy Curdy in the back, a grenade in the hand from Toasty, takes him down. Gumeen quickly follows, and now it is only one player left for GHIBLI.
And where did the Soniqs come from? They saw us find the kill feed. They know that they want to take control of the high ground, and they are here to finish what Soniqs, what SDK and Daytrade started. Only Glass up, still hiding out in the smoke. 4 a.m. are eliminated in 13th place. Tiggleton on Soniqs has been knocked.
If they could have just figured out that he was by the tree,
yeah,
they could have gotten that, I think, but with a knock in there, a little bit of chaos in the Soniqs. Couldn't quite find those grenades, hoping that maybe he was on the edges of one of those smokes. Oldless down and out, indeed. Alia is going to put that mini to work. Find a point there. Now Third Eye under pressure from Na'Vi. Na'Vi has to cut through this. There will be angles from other teams into this fight. Let's see how Na'Vi can get. Let's see if Na'Vi can get something done.
Good grenade. It's sort of deterred a bit by the vehicles, but Mel has another one trying to make its way inside. That one looks good, but still Adam just dancing around these frags like he's a professional tap dancer.
Love to see it. Ballet in motion here for Third Eye, trying to dodge these frags. Mel just holds the spray down. Adam trying to repeat. Box out in the open, getting punished from on high by Alia and company. Here comes the rest of Na'Vi. Twisted Minds now going to be driving just past this. I think they're going to barricade whoever wins this fight. And the rest of Na'Vi now trying to claw their way through. Vox shut down, just Richie B in the second story.
Just Third Eye not able to really land the shots in these one-on-one fights. Na'Vi are just slowly flooding over, and Twisted Minds with that angle. They're not making it easy for either of these teams to stay alive, and Richie B still up and at him, but surrounded, and the blue is closing on, and at the very least, Na'Vi gonna have to go for a desperate play of their own, because Soniqs have come back in this direction.
I love to see it. Let's go. But H-Win there trying to get the spray, but Richie B just got 2 kills on the Na'Vi. Tough as nails is Richie, holding the line here for Third Eye. Soniqs now wrapping to the north, trying to get in. Little did they know, 17 sitting inside of the prison currently. Shrimzy here watching Na'Vi. The res is going to come through. Out the door they go. The fire is good from Mime and company. One more on the Soniqs. Just Alia, Richie B out the window. Richie B going to get taken out by Shrimzy, actually. Grenade out here from Spiral. Trying to see if he can get the finish. It comes up just short.
Oh no, H-Win going down for Soniqs is not a good look when they need all the points they can get. That's why they're pushing all these different angles. They hear a fight, they see a fight, they're trying to join on in.
Loki, knowing that this fight is going to cause attention, he's got 1. Can he find any more? Yes, he can. That's 2 for Loki. Takes a bunch of damage from Tycon, but the grenade there in hand from Hisaki takes down his teammate. Right now, they got to start winning this game. There's a knock and a flush there. It's going to be HOWL actually gets it. Some shots from Apocalypse. Send Killiakai to the other side, but Pow Pow already in the center. Has a great angle to turret from.
A bit too late of ACEND for ACEND, and now they're taking a lot of damage, and they're still not in the zone. Grenades, utility, everything is coming out from HOWL Esports, as well as Tianba, but HOWL are distracted by a couple of different sides. They want to get all the kills that they can. Pow Pow with a great knock on Mika.
All right, it's Chris. Has slid his way up to the rock ledge, but he is trying to do something. Killiakai down as well, so it's just Chris for ACEND. Keeping your eyes onto them as they're a team who has hope to maybe unseat them, but no, they're gone. They're out. The Mad now springing to life on top of on top of SDK. The Molly is out right on top of Vegas. Not much he can do except sit there and cook, and he is gone. 7-7 now, and Tianba looking to maybe finish the job.
Tianba looking really good in their positioning. because Twisted Minds and 17, they're still so entangled with each other. Tianba can just hold a surrounding position onto HOWL, and look at this spray by Perfected, still not landing the final pieces of damage, but HOWL go out. Tianba, this is their game to lose.
No doubt about it. Tianba is firing all cylinders, especially Pow Pow. 5 kills in the bag already for him. The Molly is out trying to flesh out these angles, trying to clear Twisted Minds out of these cracks, but it's going to be Perfectix who pops up and pops Pow Pow.
A headshot is going to keep Perfectix from peeking again quite so soon, but Longscrew with the frag grenade, make sure that it's going to be even longer than that. One revive for Twisted Minds, and another one immediately falls.
The res being stuck here, it is good. You have Pow Pow back up and running. Linshu on the flank, and Longscrew now it's his turn. He sees his teammate putting up big kills, and he wants to get involved. 7-7 gonna flush out Perfectix. More grenades trying to find Batulins, but Batulin's able to get his way back down the other side of the mountain. 17 still has one player left. Xiaobei is gonna be sneaking out some incredibly important placement points for them. Here we go, around the corner is Pow Pow. 7-7 gets Spyro. Longscrew gets taken down by Lou, but Pow Pow from up above is gonna take him down. It's a 3v1.
Tianba is zeroing in on this position. Yep, that's gonna be the angle found. Pow Pow with the final kill. A bunch of kills for that player on Tianba. 12 overall for the team as they take this win.
HOWL, the first one to try and execute one. Pow Pow, though, again, instantly there to find the knock and the flush to follow.
God, Pow Pow is on one right now. He is just making everything work. They will sit underneath SDK.
Yep, this fight is bound to happen. Batulin spots one. Can't fight the knock initially. Does get in the second time around. Lou there to assist as well. Third one falls, and that is it for Daytrade. This is just playing perfectly into what has become the playbook of Third Eye. Be sneaky for as long as you can, and then make the play on out. Hima spots one though. Bucks not pulling Oldest not pulling the trigger early enough for his teammate to stay put. That's a bit surprising.
And then he can't find the spray, so he's given Himas the opportunity to maybe get a res. The rest of Cerberus wants to get involved here. He's got to switch over to the barrel. He gets it out in time. Around the corner, though, is Oldest. He's good for it. And he's going to stick the flush. So Himas does fall. Is Vox going to be savable? So
This fight brewing, you'd have to imagine that Example tries to pull up on it.
all right, let's see what they want to do. It's still 4 a.m. in Cerberus, dueling down in the pip. And Onyx still putting some shots into this, doing a lot of damage in this fight. Longscrew is back up and running. They got to make this fight happen soon.
Yep.
The blue is here. Longscrew re-knocked. Now, Tianba has to push through a couple NA teams. 7-7 down. Linshu here, burning to the blue. A Mime's going to make short work of him. And now Luminosity is just holding the line.
And if there's a team that Soniqs wants to take out right now, that is Tianba. Now, though, they're running into the next one. Traded 1-for-1. Tiggleton falls, but so does Kickstart. Relo, too, goes down as Soniqs try to make their way further towards this circle.
Yeah, the blue is doing a lot of the damage in this fight. H-Win and Mime still on their feet. Pow Pow, is he going to be able to get the heal off in time? Luminosity gone. Pow Pow still alive. And I believe the Soniqs fell as well.
Exactly. Both the NA teams out right after one another. Pow Pow able to claim one more point. First stage is all he's got left to work with now, as the East Coast is still under full control. And Onyx finds Na'Vi. That is one more team eliminated. One more team on the hunt, taken out early.
GHIBLI is going to drive right by him. He's going to have to make a go of it with the AUG, but nope. Can't find the connection, and Heaven is going to put HOWL out in 8th place. Some players coming in behind. Still ACEND might have a role to play in this.
Yep, they are shooting up in that direction, trying to get them from behind. Solo on point. Second time around, finds the double. Tosi forced the prone down immediately. And you can only imagine that Solo ups one more over, now knowing exactly where they had them. But here comes the push. 4-man strong from Danawa, pushing aggressively on this one.
Yeah, they are trying to box Suju in, but it's going to be 17 Shouty D, who's got a cross angle onto Loki. And Onyx is going to be good for that kill. Now trying to keep Loki alive behind the rock. Xiaobei and others trying to get involved here. Loki behind the rock should be safe. Is Gen.G going to get into action? But GHIBLI wiped out by Soul.
Soul gets all of them. Huge for them.
Danawa on the hunt.
Exactly, with the knock coming through them, seeing him go down, seeing the rest of the team fall back. They know that they can reclaim so much terrain off of this, but it ain't done just yet. Crazy found one instantly traded, though they still have to find Summer up on the top.
Oh, Gilyakai coming to life here. Take Summer down, had the knock onto Anonix. Should be taken out here by Loki. Indeed he is. Taming going to put some party shocks into Danawa, but they've got 12 kills. Danawa out. Gonna be, oh, it's Perfectix finds the angle here. Lou as well now, watching Danawa up and over the road.
They still have the Ridgeline issue as Twisted Minds haven't been forced to fight up close yet, so they have plenty of utility, and one well-placed nade here could be the downfall of the team, but just like that. Actually, you know what? I think that knock only comes through because he got rest, but nice return fire from Soul, takes out one in return.
Soul using his last grenade to try to finish the job on a Perfectix, but it's gonna bounce away from his target. Salute trying to wrap in, Batulin's now doing damage to Gen.G. Twisted Minds springing to action, but they're gonna have to take a moment to go for the res here. Soul continuing to work around the edge of this road. He has gotten completely underneath Twisted Minds. Are they going to be ready for this?
One nade here could be absolutely crucial, but as you can see, Soul has literally zero lethal utility. He has to peek this one. He knows it's a 1v3. He has to go aggressive at some point, but when does he spring the trap? You can see Lou is already starting to look in the opposite direction. He knows something wrong.
Yeah, there's something, the danger senses are tingling here for Twisted Minds. Soul gonna wait, might have gotten spotted on that peak, I'm not sure. No, he hasn't been, he's got one. Can he find two? No, the re-peak hit the side of the hill, goes for another, cannot quite connect. No help to be found from Loki. Loki is isolated on the other side of the circle. Soul trying to come up with some heroics flashes to try to buy time here for Twisted Minds. And it looks to be keeping Soul pinned down, at least temporarily.
And while all this is going down, everyone's forgot about Xiaobei, so he's just going to be proning this one out. Loki now pushes on over, finds the first one, just one left to be seen. Perfectix on the other side. Can't quite find him fast enough. The kill should come through, but as I say that, no PO from behind. Takes one out. Perfectix now with another.
Oh my God, Soul still alive. Perfectix hanging on for dear life for Twisted Minds. Soul gonna try to catch him on the edge, and he does. 7 kills for Soul, 14 for Danawa, but they are down to their last player. Approaches. Eventually, Xiaobei going to have to make his way in. Oh, that Molly's so good.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's done.
Is he though? No, maybe able to crawl over that blue. It's gonna tank him if it gets him just once or twice. Could be him dead now. They know exactly where he is. That flash gonna leave him blind for a little while. Jumps on up. Flash run in return. PO trying to make a flank around. Again, 1 point difference could be really the deciding factor in whether or not 17 comes out victorious here. One more tag from Blue. Hurts like hell at this point, and there he goes.
All right, Soul in a 1v4 versus Gen.G. Korea versus Korea now, as Gen.G is just going to press the accelerator. They want to finish the job, and yeah, it's quick and over. It's a trade, and Gen.G finds a 5-kill chicken dinner.
Bilmouth, spots one, spotted the second as well. Doesn't want to take the shot initially. Mime now, though. If only he knew. Now seen, no tree for cover. Love the fact that he waited with that shot, but H went instantly there in return.
Wow, Flash got shut down. He was waiting with open arms, but somehow H-Win able to recover and kind of expect the trap play here by Daytrade. Belmoth now gonna let loose of the grenade. It looks pretty darn good, but it just bounces too far. H-Win doesn't even take any damage from it.
That molly should be good. Those crews should force H-Win off the tree. Good thing for him is that his teammates have already deployed smokes, allowing for him to cross on over. And Soniqs right now, while first place might be out of reach, they are in the midst of the big bunch of teams here. There are so many placement points, so many PGS points, so much prize pool money that could potentially go with or against them depending on how this match unfolds.
Now, this match could get bloody because there's going to be a lot of teams hungry for every point they can get.
While the game quiets down, as I say that, of course, HOWL just says, you know what, let me just check out 4AM. Can I join their team? Nah.
Precisely. I have been very impressed with the way they've been handling themselves today. SDK right into Tianba, a team that maybe has hopes of trying to do something on this 7-7 with the opener on to Vegas. Purdy, Curdy, and Penta trying to wrap around into the house, but 7-7 having absolutely none of it. Alo down as well. 7-7 needs one more piece to complete the puzzle. Pow Pow here out in the open. Penta's up there, and it's going to be STK gone. Circle is going to hard shift up to the northeast. Now, 4AM out with Vox. Vox there with some long-range AK sprays is doing some serious damage.
Yep, Lou down to low HP as well. Xiaohai too down to low HP. Adam actually finding him with the Scar from even further away. Huge damage coming through from Third Eye. Really wanting to put a dent in 4AM and Altus now with the SLR taking out Xiaolu. 4AM look good in this position. They got the shift, but Third Eye once again wreaking havoc on teams that try to make their way up the leaderboard.
No doubt about it, but that has been so successful for them. What a grenade from Mel. Finds a ton of damage onto LG. Footsteps are one ball. So good from Mel. Right on point. Takes down Stakers and Flood. Kickstart on the roof. Can do nothing but watch. Now it's all into Soul. Ascend here trying to stun him up. Trying to flush him out. Molly's in hand as they continue to push angles. Soul backed into a corner. Gonna use a stun of his own to buy a little bit of time, but Brex crossed. Soul here has to back up. He gets a little bit of damage. He's gonna push through the molly. Is on fire, dodges the grenade. Some fancy footwork here trying to find the knock, but he can't find it. There's one, there's two. So only needs one more, but it's a grenade from Brex. It takes down his teammate, but they do find the kill.
And the collapse is coming there instantly here. Sobol as much time as he could, and that is going to be ACEND in trouble. Braxco, though, somehow still alive. 7 HP to work with. Salute now wrapping around the corner. That's going to be denied, and that is going to be ACEND down and out in the final match of PGS1. Luminosity looked perfect in group stage. Na'Vi did so in winners. Now both of them crumbling here in the final stage. Tianba able to find one more. That's Danawa out. If Tianba pulls this off, that would be a comeback of a lifetime.
No doubt about it. Soniqs into Cerberus territory. 2 knocks and, well, the Soniqs are gone. Not much left in this circle to work with.
No, and if there's one team we don't want to give the points to right now, that's Little Ghost finding the double spray with the barrel in hand from the other side. 1 point confirmed. 1 stolen away from Kickstart, but Gen.G falls in 10th.
Instead, Tianba's going to try to fight Cerberus here. We've already seen Cerberus stalwart on their defense. Hisaki with the hip fire, taking down 7-7, but long skirt, good for the knock onto him. Himas trying to come to life. Tycon got the knock on the long skirt. Pow Pow, last one alive for Tianba. The last hope for anybody or anything to stop 17 from winning this event.
Trying to now make his way on over. That nade will be close. Not going to be enough, though. And I think with Pow Pow being a sole player left alive, it's probably going to be written as is that it's going to be practically impossible for anyone at this point to catch up to 17. But with that said, still so many PGS points to play for. Still prize pool to play for. So much on the line for these teams, regardless of whether or not they can make first or not.
Yeah, still a lot of teams in the top half of the leaderboard alive, clawing for every point they can. If those are grenades, they're going to be pretty darn good. Cerberus maybe out here. Pow Pow with a great grenade, finds 2. Still Himas on the flank, but Pow Pow continues his reign of destruction.
Can't peek over just yet, and knowing that he has Cerberus nearby on the leaderboard, he needs to rack up as many points as he possibly can now. Circle shifting away. He needs to get that heal off. Does he do it in time? No, not gonna happen. Tianba down and out. They are set just 1 point behind for him, and again, PGS points on the line here. You want as high of a placement as you can possibly find. Finding him there as Norrens goes down. As Norrens finds Oldest, sorry. This one is gonna be theirs for the taking. They're fanning outside of the circle to find some of these last kills.
Yeah, Puchil's trying to find the heads, but cannot. Grenade comes up short, fortunately for him. Smokes have to come down. Lil Ghost has a crossfire. That's going to allow Xiaobei to push forward off the backs of these defensive smokes. Grenade is going to be out. Nuren's here, a little bit too far away to take much damage. Only 9 comes through. Looking to see if they can get his teammate revived.
Loving that we're seeing 17 not just care for the championship. They want to win the final game too. They're not done playing until the fat lady sings, and she hasn't sung just yet.
Blue now under pressure from Xiaodidi. A lot of damage being done. A grenade splashing by Xiaobei. Still alive. Still trying to do something, but a great grenade from Spyro has Xiaobei down.
Little Ghost and Wu just with hay bales and a vehicle for cover each. We'll see if they can somehow bring this one home. 2 versus 3. Twisted Minds has the better outlook, but they are not inside the circle just yet. At least not Spyro and Lu.
No reason not to play for it here for Twisted Minds, but it's downhill out in the open of a crossfire between Lil Ghost and Xiaodidi. See if they can get it done. Shots are starting to ring out. Lu is down. 1 player left here for Twisted Mind. Or 2 players left, excuse me. Perfectix out in the other side of things. Spiro down. Okay, now it is 1 player left here for Twisted Minds. Perfectix gonna be spotted. Lil Ghost dialing him in. Is almost down and out. The cherry on the top. You can see that Xiaodidi and Lil Ghost. Plenty of bullets left. Plenty of angles to find. As the time ticks down here, phase 7 drawing to a close. And now,
what a game of 17 could bring it home in the final one too.
Oh, I know. I mean, this would just be a wonderful finish if 17 is able to get this done. Gonna confirm the kill there on the outside of things onto Spiro. Perfectix, maybe if he could find 1 knock on one side, he could still get this done. He's gonna get in the vehicle. Bold play here, but has to make some kind of maneuver. The shots are starting to ring through. If they can just find the head, they will have a win, and they will have themselves a championship. The spray comes through. 17 Gaming takes the chicken dinner, and at long last, your PGS1 champions will be 17 Gaming! And again, the Cinderella story for this team is complete. They finally got their way into the podium, into the winner's circle. They make their way to the PGS trophy. And for the first time, we will crown a PGS champion. And here they are on stage from China. It is 17 Gaming holding up their flags, showing the pride of their team and their country, and well-deserved. An absolutely just a brilliant performance. And here they are once again, your PGS 1 champions, 17 Gaming!